Hello there. How is everybody? I don't know why. Sorry. My service is great until I want to go live. And then it's like, wait, what? You want to do what? So just wanted to come talk to a few folks. Let me just tag a few people. Hope everyone is doing all right. Just going to do a little video real quick. This will just be really short and sweet, talking about ASMR. I know some of y'all know what it is, some of y'all don't. I'm definitely going to talk in a nice low voice to give you a little bit of a preview about it. It is something that I have loved actually since I was a kid. Didn't know that it had a title. I've always loved, the arm tingles. I've always loved like going to the doctor, and just, it's, the real, like the lightweight, the light ways that they touch you. And then, it became a big thing. I guess like within the last year or so. I don't know how long. I know I found ASMR just back in, I think, maybe September, October, I found it and watched it and really watched it and got into it and was like, oh my gosh, like, yes, like I love this. And, I'm going to go over a few things, a little bit of the stigma. Like I said, this will be a short video, but if you can stay and watch, I'd really, really appreciate it. I definitely want y'all's feedback. If you don't know what ASMR is, it stands for, I'm going to try to say this word right. It's like autonomous, or maybe just autonomous sensory meridian response. And yes, I have to read that because I'm just so much better with acronyms than I am with what the acronyms actually mean. So, autonomous sensory meridian response. It's the tingle factor. And not all of us get it from touch. Sometimes it's from just a very low voice, a very low tone of voice. Sometimes it's from certain sounds. Like, there's all the apps you can go out and get now that are like calming and have different music. A lot of it's like a babbling brook, or it's, sorry, I got to keep turning it. My thing keeps getting higher. It's a babbling brook, or it's like crickets or stuff like that. But there's also some like the sound of like crinkling paper, or being able, if you can hear the flutter of my fingers, or sometimes tapping, being able to tap on an object, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a hard object. It can be something soft. I even kind of like the sound of like a fleece blanket. If you ever take a fleece blanket and kind of rub it and really listen to it. But ASMR is definitely three things. It is an alternative form of therapy. It is for me, and what I want to do with it is going to be a safe space for you to come and enjoy an alternative form of therapy. And it's also a reconnection to yourself. ASMR really helps you get into yourself, helps you connect back to your mind, your body, your soul, and just relax. Like I said, different touches, different sounds, and it's not necessarily even finger touching. It's there's different objects that you can use, like makeup brushes and Q-tips and hair brushes, and even like jars with lids are great. Even like stress balls, just the sounds, or the feels. I've also got being able to rummage through things. Sometimes just the sound of rummaging through like a little bin of like bobby pins, or a little thing of like marbles, and even like candles. Just the scents, certain scents help us calm, like vanilla and lavender. But I want to get into a little more in depth with, I love the ones that crackle. Those are the ones that are great. So yeah, and I know there is some stigma with ASMR. A lot of people think it's really sexual. And I'm here to tell you it's definitely not. Now, it can give you a feeling or a release, maybe in such a way, because when you truly let it, kind of like, I kind of think of the word devour, when you let ASMR and you really let it in and you connect to yourself, and then it just really helps relax you and release you. It really is amazing. Like I said, it's something that I enjoy, and I know not everybody knows, and not everybody, some people are just uneducated. So that's kind of what I'm here to do a little bit. And I definitely want y'all's feedback. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them in the comment box, or send me a direct message. We can talk that way as well. But when I talk about the tingle factor and ASMR in real life, that's what I'm really talking about, is bringing a business to Hot Springs, teaming up with a local studio to do this. And it's going to be great. It's going to be so nice. Like I said, you're going to have a safe space. It's an alternative therapy. You know, there's a lot of people out there that don't like to be touched. You know, maybe massages and even like pedicures and stuff, they're just like, oh no. But this might be an alternative for you, because I won't be touching you. There may be certain objects, you know, maybe if you like to get your makeup done, well, I'll bring out my makeup brushes and we'll make a few sounds and we'll pretend like we're putting on makeup. And that's what's so cool about it, is it's all pretend, you know, so you can really transform. I know as a kid, I was great at pretending. I think we all were. I don't think kids these days are as good at it, not all of them, because they spend so much time indoors. But it's, you know, it's really great. You can just pretend that you're on a beach somewhere, like getting a facial, you know, or that you're in some really cool spa and you can hear the water flowing, you know, and just to hear a soft voice, you know, that can really help calm you. And, you know, and it might take a few rounds, as you would say, of the ASMR before maybe you really get the full effects. I know I had to watch 1 or 2 videos before I was like, okay. And then next thing I know, I was asleep on the couch, drooling asleep. Okay. So it was really, you know, it really was great for me. And I use it now almost every night before I go to bed. I watch ASMR. I watch GB on ASMR, GIBI. She is amazing. She has a wonderful, very low whisper, very low voice. Some of the role play that she does is really cool, like the doctor's office, or a couple of, like, even just being on a plane, like flying in first class, different things like that. So yeah, I definitely, I wanted to give y'all the, I guess the definition. Someone has a definition of ASMR. It is a feeling of well-being combined with a tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of the neck, as experienced by some people in response to a specific gentle stimulus, often a sound such as whispers or paper tearing, or a movement like a scalp massage. You know, it can definitely, you know, like I said, I want to open this up in Hot Springs. It's definitely a great way for me to help you guys, to help y'all, and to, you know, to seek another form of therapy. You know, we all have our own ways of relaxation, but maybe it's time for something new. You know, maybe there's going to be a new way, and it's something as short and simple as you being able to go on your lunch break and get a little 15-minute session with me and be able to really relax. You know, maybe you've already had a trying day and you're like, okay, I've got to get through the rest of this. Let me go relax and truly relax. You know, it helps you to let go. It really helps you to de-stress, like decompress. And it also is too what you make of it. You know, it's definitely one of those that, like I said, I know a lot of people don't know what it is. Some are afraid to know. Something, like I said, something gets sexual, but it's really not. If you go on YouTube, or you can just Google ASMR and it'll pull up like the top YouTubers. And a lot of them are so amazing. I watch GB, and I also watch Whispers Red. And Whispers Red, they are both amazing. They have very beautiful voices. They have beautiful faces. And the way they do their ASMR is just awesome. So I definitely encourage you, if you have any questions, so please let me know. I'm going to be looking into a few more things. It's going to be a little bit before the business opens, but it definitely will be called the Tingle Factor. And I encourage all of you to do your homework and definitely let me know any questions you have about ASMR or what exactly is entailed on what I'll be doing. I do plan to post some more videos here soon of, showing you different objects, kind of like a little view of what might be done as the day goes on. As like you were in a session. I'm sorry. I just literally got lost in my words. So thank you all so much for coming, and have a great night. Hope to hear from you soon.